Hey guys! Hello, hello, hello! Happy day, whatever it is, whatever day I get this uploaded. We're gonna talk about my eating habits and food and just how to increase calories, how I went about it, and yeah, it's gonna be tons of fun. Guess what I found? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Cinnamon Oreos. The real deal, my friends. The real deal. I have not had them yet. I saved them for this video so I could try them with you guys. So, let's open them. You gotta smell them first. It smells like breakfast. So they're the white one. I actually tend to like the golden cookie ones best with like the flavors. So, should be good. Wait for it. Just a moment. Oh yeah. The center tastes like the icing on a cinnamon roll. Let's have another one. Let's talk about how I've overcome my fears of eating Oreos, of eating just scary foods in general, foods that used to scare me. I don't even know really where to begin. I guess I can start from when I used to eat low calorie. You guys saw that I posted on Instagram, obviously, my food and what a year difference it made. So let me just read off. That's the awesome thing. You guys asked what app I use. I just use MyFitnessPal when I do track my macros. So I don't use it daily. I do not track my macros daily, but I've had a MyFitnessPal account for like 5 years now, probably over 5 years, so it makes it really easy for me to go back in my diaries and see what I used to be eating. So that's what I did the other day. So I went back to February 3rd last year. Okay. And for breakfast, I was eating, which really my breakfast hasn't changed that much, weirdly. I was eating a banana, some egg whites, kale, steel-cut oatmeal, and cinnamon. So I'm guessing I mixed the kale and eggs together, and then the banana and the oatmeal together, and then put some cinnamon on it. So that was my breakfast. It was 349 calories. It wasn't too bad. That's not a bad breakfast. But that's all I ate in the morning. I didn't even have a snack between then until lunch. Lunch I would eat broccoli, cauliflower, baby carrots, and I guess I dipped those in honey mustard and then hummus dip, and then I had frozen peas. That was my lunch. 300 calories. That is so sad. Like, even just reading this, I don't know, just kind of disgusts me that that's how I used to eat. Like, that's, ugh. My snack was crunchy peas, like the pea snacks that are crunchy. I also had some popcorn and peanut butter for a snack. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. I wasn't even into my peanut butter phase that crazy then, so 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. And then for dinner, I would have tuna with honey mustard, cucumbers. I guess I mixed that together and did like a tuna mix, and then I had more frozen peas and butternut squash, just a cup of butternut squash. And my dinner was only 300 calories. Again, really just sad for a dinner. And that was it. I mean, that's all I would eat. That was my day. That's just, I don't know. I still just can't believe I ate like that. That is just crazy. That is crazy. So, you know, now, as you guys seen, I've shared my food days and stuff. I eat way more food. I make sure to get grains and protein, carbs and everything in with every meal, with my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with my snacks. Carbs are so important for fueling your body and just making sure that you're taking care of yourself. How did I start eating more food? Let's see. I really just started eating more because I was kind of tired of being exhausted all the time. I was just really weak, really exhausted. When I started lifting weights with my brother, he was on like a bodybuilder's diet, so he was eating tons of just protein, like meat. He would eat like a pound of meat for breakfast, a pound of meat at lunch, a pound of meat at dinner. It was a crazy amount of protein meat. Plus he was drinking protein shakes. And his muscles were getting so big, and I'm just like, how? What? Like, really? So, I just kind of started thinking, Brittany, maybe you should start eating more food too. So I did. Obviously I didn't switch up my breakfast that much. I didn't think I needed to, but I did start eating like a pre-workout snack. So now I have my rice cakes and peanut butter, and that gave me fuel for my workout. And then I realized I should be eating after I work out. So, I eat my breakfast after I work out. And I don't know. Obviously I started counting my macros, so I knew what I needed to be eating. I was tracking what I was eating, but it still wasn't enough. I was still tired. I was still felt weak. I would get stressed out really easily, moody really easily. And I was also just tired of, eating veggies and frozen peas all day. Like, that's all I was eating, was just veggies. I literally would eat frozen veggie mix with like pasta sauce for dinner sometimes. Like, that would be all I would eat. It wasn't too hard for me at first to start adding food in because I knew I needed it. So I would just, like, I used to eat the Healthy Life 35 calorie bread, the dieter's dream bread. I used to eat that, so I just swapped that with Ezekiel bread. So I eat that now. Make sure you're getting those carbs in. If you're lifting weights and running, you need to make sure you're getting your carbs. I still don't eat as much, well, besides like it's the weekend, so I'm having my Oreos I don't know. I still try to stay as healthy as I can majority of the time. With like, I don't typically eat processed things like that come in boxes and stuff like that. I try to stay away from that stuff, but I'm not like scared of it. I know it's not healthy to eat it all day every day, but I know it's okay to have some Oreos if you want some Oreos. It's not gonna hurt you. So I do eat the healthy carbs, my rice cakes, the Ezekiel bread, sweet potatoes, steel cut oatmeal, potatoes, things like that. You will have moments where you feel like you're backtracking, where you feel like you're not making progress, and that's just your body adjusting. I never really had a point where felt like I was getting fat. I had a lot of people ask me that, if I felt like I was getting fat since I was eating more food. No, because I was lifting weights. So my body was using that food to build muscle. So let me pull up a picture for you. Because before I was just doing cardio all the time. That's all I did was cardio. So I was skinny. If you want to get skinny, if you just want to be skinny, don't eat carbs. Avoid carbs. Just eat veggies and tuna and chicken and turkey, and you will be skinny. Will you have muscle? Probably not. So if you want to be skinny, that's what you got to do. No carbs. But if you want muscle and to have energy, you need to be eating your carbs. People ask if I reverse dieted. To be honest with you guys, I really don't understand the reverse dieting process. So no, I didn't reverse diet. I'm not like trying to do anything here. I'm just trying to live my life as healthy as I can in a way that I can do for the rest of my life. So here, some tips for some signs that you're probably not eating enough. If you're moody all the time, if you go from happy to complete bitch, you're probably not eating the right amount of foods. Just feel like tired and exhausted, like drained, not even just tired, not like sleepy tired, like you don't want to do anything because you're exhausted tired, like you did stuff the other day so you don't want to do stuff today, like you're just tired but for no reason. Probably not eating enough food. If your hair is really thin, my hair got really not thin, but it broke very easily, and I had split ends all the time. If your nails are very thin, my nails used to be really, like I don't really have nails, but when they would grow out a little bit, they would bend. Like, probably not healthy. I feel like you can complete your workouts. You probably need more food. I don't know, there's just little signs you've learned. That's how I've learned to eat intuitively too, because I know those signs now where if I'm starting to feel tired, I'm like, okay, Brittany, you need to get some more carbs or protein or something to fix that. I mean, there's no real secret to increasing calories. I mean, I wasn't trying to increase my calories. I was just trying to eat better because I knew I wasn't eating healthy. So it was never just a point to increase calories. It was just to eat better and eat more because I was getting super skinny. I typically don't discuss weight, but since this is a video about me increasing my foods, when I started working out, I weighed 134 pounds. That's how much I weigh. I'm 5'8". I weighed 134 pounds. I started with my crazy cardio phase and just my home workouts, and I got down to 112. So for a 5'8" person to weigh 112, that's real skinny. Like, and there was no muscle there. It was just skin and bones. I had family members, asking if I was eating enough food, if I was, bulimic and things like that. So, that was getting to me too. I was tired of people telling me that I look sick because my cheekbones were like sunk in and everything. So they were telling me, I had people wanting me to weigh myself at their house to prove that, I wasn't under 100 pounds. That's how like freakishly gross skinny I was. And I didn't even realize it then. I was happy because I was skinny. So, I got tired of people asking me that question. So that was another point where I was like, okay, Brittany, obviously, yeah, you're skinny, but you don't look good. So that was another point for me to eat more. Even in like these pictures, look at my arms. They're like so skinny, like crazy skinny. Like, do you see that right now? Even just down, I don't know. It's not my arm. Let me get a bicep one. I have a bicep picture and it's just, don't mind my face, but look at my arm. That's not even a bicep, that's bone. That is not, no, there's a total difference there. So, eat your carbs. So, I mean, that was in 2013, so that was a little bit ago. That was when I was like really skinny, just really skinny. People want to know what they have to eat to have macros like mine. I don't really understand that. I always base how much protein I need off how much you weigh. So I weigh 127 pounds, so I figure I need at least 127 grams of protein a day, but since I lift weights, I up it to 20 grams. So I aim for 140 grams of protein a day, which I don't track, so I don't really know. So I just make sure to get protein in at every meal, and that's why when I tracked it the other day, I'm doing a good job of that. So that is good to know. People want to know that. They want to know how they know how much protein to eat. That's how. I always tell people to base it off your weight. If you're an active person, base it off your weight. So if you're 140 pounds and you're working out at least 35 to an hour a day, then you need to be eating at least 140 grams of protein a day. That's how you figure out your protein. A lot of you guys asked how to get muscle without getting fat while increasing. Just make sure you're still eating healthy and overall clean. Like, make sure you're not just eating crap. When I say increase your calories, I'm not saying you should be eating chips and brownies and fast food. No, it still needs to be increased calories with healthy foods. So incorporate more healthy carbs, incorporate healthy proteins. I find that I don't respond well with a lot of fruit, so I don't eat a lot of fruit. I eat maybe 2 servings a day of fruit, and it's typically strawberries and bananas or berries. So things like that. I suggest doing cardio and weightlifting if you're wanting to lose weight and build muscle. So like I do 15 to 20 minutes of cardio a day, typically a HIIT workout, and then 30 minutes of weightlifting followed. That's how I do things. So that's what I would suggest if you're wanting to do that. I still have bad food thoughts. I still, struggle with you know, during the week, if we have something to go to, sometimes I get wrapped up in that mindset that I shouldn't eat any of the food because it'll erase all my progress that I made that week, but that's not true. So, I mean, I haven't had any bad thoughts recently, but they do pop up from time to time. I mean, some days when I wake up and I feel like a whale, I'm like, this is because you eat too much food, Brittany. This is what happens. But then, you know, 2 days later, I'm back to normal. So really, you just have to trust the process. Trust that, you know, fueling your body right will reward you, because it will. I promise you. I just recently upped my carbs a little bit, which, as you guys saw in my macros, I still need to up them more, which is kind of hard. I'm not like a bread type of person. I don't know. So I gotta figure that out. But you just gotta trust it. You gotta trust that your body needs that fuel, especially if you're showing the signs of overtraining. You need to fix it. You're not doing yourself any good starving yourself. No, you're not. Trust me. It's not doing yourself any good. Just not eating enough food is only hurting you. You're making your bones weak. You're not developing muscle properly. You're, you know, hurting your metabolism really bad. So, I mean, that kind of got to me too. I, you know, learned that when you're in a calorie deficiency, that you're damaging your metabolism. So you're just screwing it up for down the road when you're older. It's just going to be shot and you're not going to have one at all. I also avoid artificial sweeteners and stuff like that. Like, I know a lot of people use them if they're as a substitute to sugar because it's 0 calorie, but that will only teach your body to not digest sugar properly. It will learn that when it gets real sugar, it thinks it's the artificial stuff and that it doesn't need to do anything to digest it, so just eat the real stuff. Just keep it in small amounts and eat the real stuff. I'm not that big of a adding sugar to things. I usually just eat my sweets, so I don't have any sugar that I add to my stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of boring that way. I always add like cinnamon or something. That usually works for me. Like in my oatmeal, cinnamon works. Honey. I use honey, I guess. I love honey. I'll put honey in stuff. Something that's key, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, like a lot of water. My little tip, drink a big glass of water first thing in the morning before you do anything else. Drink a big glass of water, and then right before you go to bed, drink a big glass of water, and I promise you'll feel like lighter and leaner in just like a few days. Like when I started doing that, it made a huge difference in how I felt. So I still do it every day. I wake up right away and have my glass of water, and right before I go to bed I have my glass of water, and I try to drink at least 10 glasses of water throughout the day. I drink a lot of water. So I think it's really important. Do I have snacks? Of course I have snacks. Like, who doesn't have snacks? Protein bars are good snacks. Really just any bars in general are my favorite type of snacks. I like popcorn. I like peanut butter. I like veggies and hummus. That's really yummy. Sometimes I do oatmeal for a snack because it's amazing. Who doesn't like oatmeal? Really just like when I go grocery shopping, I shop the perimeter of the store, and then the only aisle I go down is if they have like an organic aisle. Like at Deerberg's, they have an organic aisle. So I will go down that aisle and get like my spaghetti sauces and my popcorn and my Ezekiel bread and stuff like that. But then other than that, I'm on the perimeter of the store. So basically any fruits and veggies you want, buy those up and eat those. Get the meat and everything, your cheeses, your almond milk, everything like that. You can get on the perimeter. You do not need to be in those other aisles where the Oreos hide. How did I learn to not count macros? I just quit doing it. Since I had counted my macros, I already knew what I needed to be eating. Like, I already had an idea of what my body needed. So I pretty much eat the same thing Monday through Friday, and on the weekends I eat whatever I want. I don't really think about what I'm eating on the weekends. So I mean, I still eat healthy on the weekends, but I don't know. It's like Monday through Friday, it's a routine. I have a routine of what I ate, so it was pointless for me to be putting it in my MyFitnessPal when I ate the same thing every day. It was just, and then a few months ago, I noticed I was feeling tired again, and my workouts weren't, as good as they should have been, so I increased my carbs and my protein, and that fixed the problem. I really just try new foods all the time. I get on Pinterest and look at stuff. I search people's Instagrams, other girls that lift weights and stuff. I search their Instagrams for what they're eating and get ideas from there. So basically, let's do like a rundown of a day. Say you get up at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock's when you get up, and you hit the gym at 7 o'clock. So at 6 o'clock when you get up, you need to drink your glass of water and get yourself a pre-workout in, whether it's a protein shake, rice cakes with peanut butter, a banana and peanut butter, apple and peanut butter. I got a peanut butter thing going here. Basically, you need to get a carb and a protein in before your workout. And I don't need time for my food to settle before I work out, so eat that, go to the gym, get your workout done, do 15 minutes of a HIIT workout, do your 45 minutes of weights, come home and have your post-workout, which can either be protein pancakes, you can do oatmeal with eggs, you could just do an omelet but have like some toast on the side. You can do a protein shake if you didn't have that before, but I would still suggest having some eggs on the side with that, or some toast. Let's see, and then you're gonna have your snack about 2 to 3 hours later. So in between then you can have either, I would do veggies and hummus, or yeah, I would do like veggies and hummus. And then for lunch, do a chicken salad with all the veggies you can think of inside of it with a healthy dressing. So I like Bolthouse, their dressings, or a vinaigrette after lunch. You're gonna have another snack about 2 to 3 hours later, which can be a protein bar or a just regular bar. And then dinner you're gonna have just a protein, you know, turkey, chicken, tuna, a protein meat. You're gonna have a carb, so sweet potatoes. You could do potato hash. You can do, I'm trying to think of other one. That's usually what I use for my dinners. You could do bread if you didn't have bread. You could do a sandwich. There you go. You can get your Ezekiel bread out and make a sandwich. And then for your night snack, you can do protein ice cream, my favorite right now. Or you could have some popcorn. You could have some granola and yogurt. So I mean, that's pretty much a rundown of a day of how you could eat. Make sure you're using a good website or good app for tracking your macros if you're gonna do it. There are a lot of ones that are not accurate. I've kind of not really found any online that are very accurate. There's one that's called Macros Plus, I think it's an app. That's not too bad. The only problem I found with that is they don't have very good selection in their food stuff. It kind of isn't very good. So MyFitnessPal is always worked great for me. They always have every food I'm looking for in their food diaries and stuff. So that one's really good. I highly suggest that one. You don't have to buy the premium version. Just use the free version. As far as food fears go, if you're scared of it, eat it. I now, if I see something I want and I'm like, if I automatically think that it's gonna make me fat or that I'm gonna regret it later, I actually make myself eat it because I don't want to have those thoughts. So, I mean, that's kind of how I got over it. I used to actually binge eat. You gotta like retrain your brain on how it thinks. The brain is a funny little thing because it still likes to mess with me. I don't think those thoughts will ever fully go away, so don't plan on them going away because they probably won't. It's just something you learn to live with. You learn that food's not the enemy. It's your brain. Just, you know, keep at it. Keep working at it. Don't give up. And we all have our bad days. They will go away. You know, what's life without some bad days? You would never have good days if you didn't have bad days. Leave very detailed questions below and I will do a video and answer all of them. So I love you guys so much and thank you for everything, for all your sweet comments and support. I love you.